Are you someone who grew up in a home that was absolutely abusive, absolutely neglectful? Like no one could debate this if they knew the facts. And not only do your parents, extended family, whoever was responsible, refuse to apologize for any of the damage done to you, they don't even want to acknowledge it because it's uncomfortable and it's inconvenient. And they really want to forget about it because it doesn't do any good to dwell in the past. It's so convenient for the abusers or the neglectful people and family to play that card of like, why dwell in the past? Well, yeah, you're not the one who's walking around with all the damage, who needs endless therapy and is, living in this state of trying to function with all of this shit in their heads of what happened to them when they were a kid. I'm telling you, you can kind of wing it and you can kind of muddle through and you can go to those family functions and pretend you're okay when all the while you just want to scream and cry until you have a child. Until you have a baby, oh my God, the minute you bring a person into the world that you are responsible for, all of your past comes to you. You can't forget about that shit. You can pretend, but it never really goes away. And I think most people know that. But damn, once you have your own kid, it really just comes home to roost, as they say. I had my daughter, and suddenly all the gloves were off. I knew I couldn't leave her alone with my mother. She just wasn't a safe person. She wasn't stable. We had never had a really good conversation about all the shit that went down when I was growing up. And I had to make a decision. Who do I owe? This woman or my child? And I chose my child. And I think my daughter had a total of maybe 3 visits with her grandmother, with me supervising, and then my mom died. And I had no regrets about that. It was the right thing to do because I was going to protect my girl the way that I was not protected. And I just want to encourage anyone who's in this position right now, if you need to hear this, you don't owe anyone in your family of origin a little pat on the back and a pass. You are who you are because of however your family treated you and what you were taught as a kid about your self-worth and self-love and all of that. And now you're responsible for teaching that to your child. And I'm guessing you want to do it different. Please don't feel guilty. Please don't let anyone ever shame you out of protecting your child. That is your priority, the way that you wish you had been a priority. And you're allowed to do that. We are allowed to walk away from our families of origin. I know it's crazy because this cultural bullshit about, but it's your family. Yeah, they suck. And I don't want to be around them and they're not healthy, safe people. You get to make that decision and you get to choose to walk away. And you walk away with your family that you're creating. And that is absolutely acceptable and absolutely correct.